I would request everyone to keep themselves on mute so that others are not disturbed. And I welcome you all to today's presentation. आप सबका आज की presentation में स्वागत है और आप सब लोगों से request है कि अपने आप को mute में रखें ताकि बाकी लोग जो हैं वो आपकी आवाज से disturb ना हो और आपके जो भी क्वेश्चंस हैं वो हम प्रेजेंटेशन जब हमारा एंड में हम लोग लेंगे, आप अपने पास उनको नोट करके रखिए और हम लोग आपके सारे क्वेश्चंस को एंड में ले लेंगे. If you have any questions or any clarifications while the presentation is going on, I request you that you note it down, and so that in the end we can take all the questions. So, शिवानंदा आप हैं इसमें? Are you there? Just one moment. Let me organize stuff. Sorry, there was a call in between. So please थोड़ा डिले के लिए आप सबसे मैं माफी चाहता हूं. We'll start the presentation now. See, आज हम जिस चीज पे बात करने जा रहे हैं वो है क्या? एक क्वांटम साइंस बेस्ड प्रोडक्ट पे हम बात करने जा रहे हैं जो कि किस तरीके से हम अपने फिजिकल और इमोशनल वेलबींग को हम लोग बायोहैक कर सकते हैं. सो ये एक नई कैटेगरी क्रिएटर प्रोडक्ट है जो कि अप्रूव्ड है एज ए मेडिकल डिवाइस यूरोपियन यूनियन में, और इवन एफडीए ने क्लियर किया है इसको एज ए मेडिकल डिवाइस. सो इसकी डिटेल्स मैं आपको देता हूं और आपके जो भी क्वेश्चंस हैं उनको प्लीज नोट करके रख लीजिए सो दैट वी कैन टेक देम इन द एंड. हम एंड में वो सारे क्वेश्चंस और क्लैरिफिकेशंस ले लेंगे. सी ये एक जिम कॉलिंस की बेस्ट सेलर है, गुड टू ग्रेट. एंड ये मैंने करीब 10-12 साल पहले इसको पढ़ा था. एंड दिस इज, ये जितने भी वर्ल्ड के टॉप फॉर्च्यून 100 कंपनीज के सीईओज हैं उनकी लाइब्रेरी में आपको जरूर मिल जाएगी. और इसमें एक चीज मुझे बहुत पसंद आई, उसके लिए मैंने इसको प्रेजेंटेशन में डाला. ये कहती है कि बुक में ये लिखते हैं कि जब तक आपकी कोई लाइफ मीनिंगफुल नहीं हो तब तक इम्पॉसिबल है गुड से ग्रेट जाना. और मीनिंगफुल लाइफ तब होगी जब कोई मीनिंगफुल काम कर रहे होंगे. और मुझे लगता है कि हम अगर लोगों की हेल्थ इंप्रूव करने के लिए उनको कोई रास्ता दिखा रहे हैं तो इससे ज्यादा मीनिंगफुल, इससे ज्यादा अच्छा कोई काम हो नहीं सकता. See this, many of you would have read this Good to Great by Jim Collins, one of the best sellers. And it says, for in the end, it is impossible to have a great life unless it is a meaningful life. And it is very difficult to have a meaningful life without meaningful work. I mean, this is something which I really believe in. And I think that if we are, helping people improve their health and well-being, there cannot be any work more meaningful than this. Yeah. So let's dive more deep into it. See, if we look around, we have people suffering from so many issues. अगर हम अपने आसपास देखें, लोग आज किस प्रॉब्लम से परेशान हैं, तो हम देखेंगे कि लोग सफर कर रहे हैं डिप्रेशन से, एंजाइटी से, लर्निंग इश्यूज, कंसंट्रेशन इश्यूज, फैमिली में रिलेशनशिप इश्यूज हैं लोगों के, पेन्स हैं, इंजरीज हैं, नींद नहीं आने की प्रॉब्लम है, एग्जॉस्ट हो जाते हैं लोग, और स्ट्रेस सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है आजकल, काम में भी और घर में भी, और लॉस ऑफ डायरेक्शन है, हार्मोनल इश्यूज हैं, एलर्जी के इश्यूज हैं लोगों को, इवन फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रेस है, या जॉब, नौकरियां लोगों की चली गई कोरोना के पीरियड में, वो भी एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है. So if we look around, we find that almost every family around us will have one problem or the other out of this whole list. And the good news is that the product that we are going to talk about today resolves all these issues. So सबसे अच्छी बात यह है कि जो प्रोडक्ट हम जिसके बारे में बात करने जा रहे हैं वो इन सारी जो चैलेंजेस हैं इनको ठीक करता है, राइट? सो मतलब सोसाइटी के पेन पॉइंट्स को हम इनके द्वारा ठीक कर सकते हैं, इसलिए हर फैमिली में इस प्रोडक्ट की जरूरत है. लेट्स डाइव डीप इनटू इट. सी, निकोला टेस्ला हम लोग सब जानते हैं, पिछले 100 साल में सबसे बड़े साइंटिस्ट निकोला टेस्ला को माना गया है. अभी जो हम ये इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यूज कर रहे हैं अपने घर में, ऑल्टरनेटिंग करंट, इसके इन्वेंटर भी निकोला टेस्ला ही थी. और इन्होंने करीब 100 साल पहले एक बहुत बड़ी बात बोली थी कि अगर आप ब्रह्मांड का रहस्य जानना चाहते हैं तो आपको सोचना पड़ेगा एनर्जी, फ्रीक्वेंसी और वाइब्रेशंस के बारे में. See, Nikola Tesla, we all know, is the famous inventor of alternating current that we are using. And about 100 years ago, he made a very profound statement that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibrations. In fact, in this part of the world, in India, we know it since ages that everything is based on energy, frequency, and vibration. Because when we go to some realized person and we ask for the blessings, what is that? That blessing is also through frequency and vibrations. Now, a similar thing was told by Albert Einstein. He said everything in life is vibration. Albert Einstein ने भी एक ऐसी बात कही कि हर एक चीज वाइब्रेशन है. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि ये वाइब्रेशन और फ्रीक्वेंसी की बात हम क्यों कर रहे हैं. वो इसलिए कि आज हम जिस प्रोडक्ट की बात कर रहे हैं वो क्वांटम साइंस पे आधारित है और फ्रीक्वेंसी और वाइब्रेशन पे ही बेस्ड है. You must be wondering why we are talking about frequency and vibration. Now the reason is that the product that we are going to talk about today is based on frequency and vibration. So how frequency and vibration affect a human being, a human body? I'll show you a small video and then we talk about it. मैं आपको एक छोटी वीडियो दिखाता हूँ कि कैसे फ्रीक्वेंसी और वाइब्रेशन एक इंसान का जीवन को अफेक्ट करता है. ये देखिए.
One of the greatest inventors of all time, Nikola Tesla, the genius who lit the world, once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." Say you are listening to the radio in your car and do not like the music that you are hearing. What do? You change the frequency. What many people fail to realize is that we can take charge of our frequencies in the exact same way. We tend to reduce our body's anatomy down to a simplified version that consists of only flesh and blood. But everything on this planet, animals, plants, and water, are made of atoms, which produce, emit, and receive energy, which operates at a specific frequency. Everything. All our tissues, cells, organs, emotions, and thought patterns have their own unique electromagnetic fields, as do allergens, viruses, or bacteria. All things have a frequency, including you, the human body. It has been shown that a normal person has a frequency of 62 to 72 megahertz. When the body drops below this frequency, we begin to get into illness and disease states. For example, If our frequency drops to 58 megahertz, then we are likely to get a cold or flu. If our frequency drops to 42 megahertz, we become susceptible to cancer within the body. The lower the frequency, the closer we are to death.
Absolutely. The lower the frequency, the closer we are to death. See, every smallest particle has its own frequency. Similarly, human body also has got a frequency. If we have 62 to 72 megahertz, we are in the healthy state. And the moment it comes down to about 58 megahertz, we start getting cold and flu. And if it comes down to about 42 megahertz, we are susceptible to even cancer. So there have been researches going on since last many years that how do we increase the frequency of a human body? You know, if suppose we are listening to a radio and we don't like the song, we change the frequency and tune into another radio station. Similarly, if there is a way that we can change the frequency of human body, I mean, how good it would be. And a lot of researchers have been going on. पिछले कुछ दशकों में बहुत सारी किताबें लिखी गई हैं इस पे कि कैसे इंसानी बॉडी की फ्रीक्वेंसी को बढ़ाया जाए एंड ठीक किया जाए. और इसमें द बॉडी इलेक्ट्रिक, हीलिंग इज वोल्टेज, frequency specific microcurrents in pain management, the resonance effect, decoding the human body field. And one of the books, if you see on the top left hand corner, it's The Second Path by Marcus Schmicke. Now, today we are going to discuss about this because he's the inventor of this device that we are going to talk about today. See, Marcus Schmicke जर्मनी के रहने वाले हैं और इनकी खास बात यह है कि इन्होंने ही ये इन्वेंटर हैं जिस डिवाइस की हम बात कर रहे हैं उसके बारे में. Or he has been an author of 25 books on quantum science. He's a quantum scientist. And these books have been translated into 10 different languages. And not only that, he is founder of 2 research institutes on consciousness research. And he has been a lecturer at International Congress on Integrative Science and Medicine. And the best part is that he wants to make his technology accessible to all human beings. And for that, he has tied up with the top scientists and healers and engineers in Germany and around the world. And see, इनका जैसे मैंने आपको बताया, मार्कस श्मिके क्वांटम साइंटिस्ट हैं और इन्होंने 25 किताबें लिखी हैं क्वांटम साइंस पे, जो कि 10 अलग-अलग भाषाओं में ट्रांसलेट भी हुई हैं. और 2 इंस्टीट्यूट कॉन्शियसनेस रिसर्च के इन्होंने खुद बनाए. और इनका मेन मकसद ये है कि किस तरीके से ये टेक्नोलॉजी एक आम आदमी तक पहुंचाई जाए. और उसके लिए इन्होंने दुनिया के टॉप साइंटिस्ट, हीलर्स, इंजीनियर्स के साथ मिलके ये डिवाइस बनाई. एंड देयर इज अनदर एस्पेक्ट ऑफ हिज लाइफ व्हिच I want to share with you. It's that when he was about 21 years of age and studying in university in Germany, he realized that he's not getting all his answers to the questions from his studies of quantum science. And at the age of 21, he became a monk and came to India. He was in India for about 12 years as a monk, ISKCON monk. Yeah? He is a Krishna devotee. See, ये जब 21 साल के थे तो ये सन्यासी बन गए बिकॉज इनको सारे क्वेश्चंस के आंसर इनके क्वांटम साइंस की पढ़ाई में नहीं मिल रहे थे. और 12 साल तक ये भारत में सन्यासी का जीवन इन्होंने व्यतीत किया. और and then he got an inner calling. He realized that he has to do something for the humanity. So he came back to Germany, tied up with the top quantum scientists and frequency healers of the world, and created this device which we are going to talk about today. और ये तब वापस आए, इनको लगा कि मानवता के लिए कुछ मुझे करना चाहिए. और इन्होंने वर्ल्ड के जो टॉप साइंटिस्ट और हीलर्स हैं उनके साथ मिलके ये एक डिवाइस लॉन्च की 2006 में. In 2006, he launched his first device, and his partner is Christian Harper, who is, we all know that, normally scientists and spiritualists are not very good in doing business. But the good thing is that Christian Harper is a billionaire. He knows how to run a business. And he also has his own hedge fund by the name Super Fund of 1.5 billion euros. And he has a chain of vegan restaurants in Europe. And they both got together and formed this company. इन दोनों ने मिलकर ये कंपनी बनाई और अभी 50 से ज्यादा देशों में ये प्रोडक्ट इनके बिकते हैं. Their products are available in more than 50 countries now. This Company is headquartered in Berlin, and now they have their offices all over the world, actually. So the first device that Marcus invented was this, what you see on your screen, these two white boxes. This is called time waiver. And what this device could do is that it can analyze the bioenergetic field of a human body, and it can tell you exactly that what organs in our body have cells which are at a lower frequency. And not only that, it can diagnose or it can analyze, it can also give, the therapist sitting at the back of the laptop then can give you therapy programs by using time waiver. Like this lady is holding copper electrodes connected through wire to this time waiver. And through individualized microcurrent frequencies, she's getting healed. The cells in her body are getting healed. The affected cells in the body are getting healed. So, but this is an expensive device costing around 58,000 euros. Means in India, it will be around 50 lakh rupees. And, all over the world, in more than 50 countries, doctors and healers and therapists have been using this. Since 2006, this device was launched in 2006. And in Singapore, where I live, I know of at least 5 clinics where they have this, time waiver device. And just to analyze the human body, they charge around 200 Singapore dollars, means about 12,000 rupees. And then they will give you, okay, this is the therapy you have to take. You have to come for 15 or 20 sittings every day to the clinic for 1 hour or so. And means that the total expense would be around $3,000 to $4,000. And in Singapore, what I have seen is that there is a waiting list in these clinics. Some places about close to a month, and still people go there and take these therapies. So Marcus had this in mind that how can I make this available to common people, everyone, all over the world. And he was working on this. See, Marcus के मन में था कि ये जो डिवाइस है जिसकी थेरेपी नॉर्मली 12,000 रुपए सिर्फ ये मालूम करने के लिए होता है कि आपके बॉडी में कौन से सेल जो हैं वो कम फ्रीक्वेंसी पे हैं और उनको हीलिंग की जरूरत है, और पूरा हीलिंग करने के लिए आपको 3-4 हज़ार डॉलर का खर्चा है. सो और ये मशीन 50 लाख की अवेलेबल है पूरी दुनिया में. 2006 से ये बिक रही है. इसको फ्रीक्वेंसी डिवाइस की रोल्स रॉयस कहते हैं. सो मार्कस के मन में था कि किस तरीके से इसको ऐसा किया जाए कि एक आम आदमी, हर एक इंसान इसको यूज कर सकता है. And he started working. You see, many of you would be aware of this, that the first computer in the world was Howard Mark I, which you see on your screen. And that time it was costing around $200,000. And you needed a huge building to, house this computer. But later on, we got mini computers, and then Steve Jobs got us Apple computer. See, ये पहला कंप्यूटर था दुनिया का जिसको करीब $2 लाख का ही मिलता था तब. लेकिन बाद में मिनी कंप्यूटर्स आए और स्टीव जॉब्स ने एप्पल कंप्यूटर भी बनाया. इसी तरीके से मार्कस श्मीके ने क्या किया, इस 50 लाख की डिवाइस को कन्वर्ट कर दिया एक छोटी सी डिवाइस में, जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं आज, जिसका नाम है हीलिंग, और जिसकी कीमत जो है वो 20 गुना कम हो गई. See, what Marcus Schmicke did was he converted this big 50 lakh device into this small device which is known as Healy, which I'm using right now. I'm taking a program right now while I'm talking to you. It's so easy to use because a person who's, not a medical doctor, not a therapist like me, I'm a normal person, but still I can use it, or even my mother can use it, or my all family members can use it. So what he did was, working with the computer scientists and frequency healers and all, they created artificial intelligence algorithms, which was connected to the data which was in Germany. See, because since 2006, this device is being used by the therapists all over the world. So they have a data bank of about 20 million people. इनके पास करीब 2 करोड़ लोगों का डाटा पड़ा है जो कि इस डिवाइस के द्वारा हील किया गया है इनको, और उसको आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस से और क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग से इन्होंने कनेक्ट किया कंपनी के सर्वर्स के साथ जर्मनी में. और ये आर्टिफिशियल क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग के द्वारा उसको इन्होंने कनेक्ट कर दिया हमारे सेल फोन के साथ. So this, through artificial intelligence in cloud, they connected this data to the apps in our cell phone. And in this process, what happened? The price of this device from 50 lakhs came down 20 times. I would request everyone to keep themselves on mute so that, no one gets disturbed. Thank you. Yeah. So, through artificial intelligence, this was done so that two problems were resolved. One is that you don't need a therapist because AI is doing all the job. And second is that the price came down 20 times. And this whole process of connecting this data through AI and cloud with the device, with the apps in our device, this whole process is patented. It took this company 6 years to get a patent for this process. So ये जो पूरी process है artificial intelligence को cloud के साथ और data के साथ connect करने की और फिर हमारे phones के साथ जो app के द्वारा connect किया, ये जो process है इसका patent है company के पास. 6 साल लगे इनको इस patent को लेने में. और इसके अलावा कंपनी के पास 8 पेटेंट्स हैं. 8 पेटेंट्स हैं कंपनी के पास. और जैसा कि इसके पीछे एक क्वांटम सेंसर लगा हुआ है जो पेटेंटेड है, जो रियल टाइम में एनालाइज करता है कि हमारी माइक्रो करंट के द्वारा हमारी बॉडी में कितना करंट जा रहा है, हमारे सेल्स के लिए कितना की जरूरत है और कितना जा रहा है, उसको मॉनिटर करता है. So it's an amazing device because it monitors in real time. The quantum sensor at the back of the device monitors in real time that how much microcurrent frequencies is required by our cells and how much is coming every 10 seconds. There is a analysis which is happening in real time. See, and this is not a new therapy. The therapy through microcurrents has been happening since last about 100 years. But only in the past few years, they have raised it to that level where in real time you can analyze. And that's why we say that this is a category creator product. So this is the first time we have got a product like this, which can in real time analyze and tell you exactly how much individualized microcurrent frequency is required. So ये device काम कैसे करती है? How this device works, I'll just show a small video. Now have a look and then we talk about it.
Healy is new, Healy is different, and Healy is extremely versatile. This little game changer is the first smartphone controlled wearable that provides easy support in all important areas of your life with the use of frequencies. Healy analyzes the frequencies you need right now. Then the smart wearable applies subtle currents and individualized frequencies to your body via its electrodes. It strengthens your balance and harmonizes imbalances. Fitness, holistic health, and inner and outer beauty. Healy, over 120 programs to provide energetical support for you, for your body, and for your cells. Every single cell in our body is a small power plant that constantly produces energy. One thing is particularly important for this, the natural cell membrane voltage. And this is where the Healy comes in. With Neonina's Gold Cycle programs that focus on rebalancing your cells. Healy also has suitable programs for many other applications on board. Programs supporting relaxation if you have a headache or back pain, but also for learning, concentration, or exams. Healy even offers support for mental balance, sleep, and stress. The Healy Beauty programs are supposed to support your inner and outer beauty energetically. In sports, the Healy is meant to promote performance, muscles, and regeneration. At home or on the go, in your leisure time or at work. In our opinion, health begins with good balance in all areas of life. This is what Healy stands for, state-of-the-art wearable technology, made in Germany to the highest standards. Based on use by 2,000 practitioners worldwide, who have seen as many as 500,000 patients. Healy, for me, and for you, and for everyone.
So So very easy to use. Anybody who knows how to use a smartphone can use it because rest of the work is done by the AI and the apps that they have created. So this device can exactly do what Time Waver was doing because this device was launched in 2019, this Healy. And it can analyze your bioenergetic field and then suggest that what programs are required right now for healing our cells. And it also tells us whether we have to use this wristbands, what I'm using right now. These are the, these are the stuff, the wires and everything you get along with the device, or whether you need to use ear clips. If suppose someone is having migraine or some upper part of the body, mental issues or emotional issues, then we use these ear clips. And also you got adhesive electrodes, which can be stuck at that place where we have pain. Let's say if someone has a back pain or shoulder pain or knee pains or any part of the body where you have pain. So we can put those adhesive electrodes and this wire, those adhesive electrodes have got buttons like this. So these wires can be connected directly with that. And on the other side of the wire, we connect it to Healy, like it gets connected like this. All this, everything, this device, these wires, these, everything is made in Germany and it comes with the device. So, ये बहुत कोई भी आदमी जिसको एक सेल फोन स्मार्टफोन यूज करना आता है उसको यूज कर सकते हैं बिकॉज हर एक चीज ऐप करती है. ऐप आपको बताती है कि आपको कौन सा प्रोग्राम यूज करना है, अभी कौन से आपके बॉडी के अंग में सेल्स जो हैं वो लोअर फ्रीक्वेंसी पे हैं, और इसको हम ऐसे अपनी कलाई पे यूज कर सकते हैं या फिर कान में क्लिप्स लगा के अगर किसी को सर दर्द या कोई उस तरीके के प्रॉब्लम है, और या फिर चिपकने वाले इलेक्ट्रोड्स आते हैं जिसको जहां पे हमको दर्द है वहां पे चिपका के फिर ये तार उसमें लग जाती है और उसको हम हमारे फोन में जैसे बताता है कि 40 मिनट का, 50 मिनट का या 60 मिनट का हमको थेरेपी देनी है, वो हम बैठ के ले सकते हैं. और उसके लिए हमको कहीं बेड पे लेटने की जरूरत नहीं है, हम चलते फिरते भी ये थेरेपी ले सकते हैं. लाइक जैसे कि मैं अभी आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ और आई एम टेकिंग अ थेरेपी. So it's not necessary that we have to lie down somewhere and take this. While we are working in the office or anywhere, even while walking, we can take these therapies. So it's very easy to use. It's very user friendly. And let's look at the technology. It's science-based, made in Germany, and it's a patented technology. As I told you, they have got 8 patents for this. And let's look at the science behind it. इसके बारे में हम देखें कि हमारी बॉडी जो है वो डिफरेंट लेयर्स से और डिफरेंट ऑर्गन से बनी है, और ये ऑर्गन्स और हमारे जो लेयर्स हैं ये किस चीज के बने हैं? टिश्यूज और हमारे टिश्यूज और ऑर्गन्स के, राइट. एंड टिश्यूज और ऑर्गन्स कहाँ से बने हैं? सेल से. और सेल्स जो हैं हमारे वो मॉलिक्यूल से बने, और मॉलिक्यूल्स वो कैसे बने हैं? वो एटम्स से बने हैं. और एटम्स अगर हम देखें और डीप जाके तो सब एटॉमिक पार्टिकल्स के बने हैं, और सब एटॉमिक पार्टिकल जो है वो एनर्जी, फ्रीक्वेंसी और वाइब्रेशन. So when Nikola Tesla said that if you want to find the secrets of the universe, you have to think in terms of energy, frequency and vibration. That's what he meant, because that's the smallest thing which composes everything which we see around us, whether it is tissues or organs. They are made ultimately of energy, frequency and vibration. And in quantum science, this is called the information field. और इस इंफॉर्मेशन फील्ड को क्वांटम साइंस में जो हम कहते हैं, इसको एनालाइज कर सकती है हीली. सो हीली कैन एनालाइज द बायोएनर्जेटिक फील्ड ऑफ ए ह्यूमन बॉडी, बिकॉज सी एवरी ह्यूमन बीइंग in this world has a unique biometrics. Like no two human beings have the same fingerprints or biometrics, right? You will all agree with me. Similarly, no two people in this world have the same bioenergetic field vibration. Every person is unique. Every person's bioenergetic field vibration is unique. So what Healy does is you can hold this Healy in your hand, and there is a system of doing it, and it can record your bioenergetic fields vibrations, and then it analyzes that bioenergetic field, and it can give you that, okay, these programs of frequency you need right now, which means that your different organs in your body have cells at a lower frequency. So 2 ways we can do it. One is we can take it to individualized microcurrent frequency I'm taking right now. The lower frequencies through individualized microcurrents go directly into our cells, and the cells get healed. And the second way is that through vibrations, it gives you vibrations and healing directly into your bioenergetic field. Bioenergetic field is a subtle body. In Ayurveda, we say that there are two bodies. One is subtle body and one is the physical body. Yeah, I would. Sorry, I think I would request my co-host to mute if anything is disturbing everyone else. Thank you. See, in Ayurveda, they say that any disease in our physical body comes before it comes into our physical body. It forms in the subtle body. Means there is energy flowing in our subtle body. In Ayurveda, they believe that the prana is flowing through nadis in our subtle body. So whenever there is a Sorry, I think somebody muted me also. Okay, please don't mute me. Thank you. So, the prana flows through these nadis, and there are 72,000 nadis in Ayurveda, they say, and out of them, 24 are the main nadis. So whenever there is a blockage in the flow of energy in our subtle body, the manifestation of this happens in our physical body. That's why they say that if suppose you've got a tumor somewhere and you go and remove it surgically, after 6 months, the tumor comes again. Why? What happened? Because there was some blockage somewhere in the subtle body, which we didn't treat. And if we just do the surgery, it's a superficially removing from the physical body, but the subtle body is still, there's some blockage. So in Ayurveda, they say that you have to remove that blockage, or even in traditional Chinese medicine or through acupressure, acupuncture, we do that. So by removing of those, blockages in the meridians. So in Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine, these nadis are known as meridians. And prana, they call it chi, like that. So, that's what happens. So, see, hota kya hai ki, and, this healing can give vibrations directly into our subtle body in that bioenergetic field and remove those blockages. So there are two ways it treats us. It helps us, with the issues. One is the higher frequencies are going into through vibrations are going into bioenergetic field, and the lower frequencies are going as individualized microcurrent frequencies into the cells directly. So, this helps our body heal in two ways. So, दो तरीके से हील करता है. एक तो एकदम कम करंट जो कि हमारे हर एक सेल में एक करंट होता है, उतने ही करंट हमारी बॉडी में डायरेक्टली ये इन तारों के द्वारा डायरेक्टली हमारे सेल को देता है. और जो हायर फ्रीक्वेंसीज हैं उसके द्वारा वाइब्रेशन के थ्रू हमारे सूक्ष्म शरीर को ये हील करता है. हमारे सूक्ष्म शरीर में प्राणवायु बह रही है जो कि नाड़ीज के द्वारा बह रही है. वहां पे अगर कभी ब्लॉकेज हो जाए तो आयुर्वेदा में ऐसा मानते हैं कि उसके बाद हमारे शरीर में वो बीमारी आती है. तो शुरुआत सूक्ष्म शरीर से होती है और बाद में स्थूल शरीर में आती है. तो ये दोनों तरीके से हमको हील करता है. स्थूल शरीर में ये हमको करंट के द्वारा हील करता है हमारे सेल्स को, और सूक्ष्म शरीर में जो ब्लॉकेजेस हैं उसको वाइब्रेशंस के द्वारा बायोएनर्जेटिक फील्ड में हमारे उस ब्लॉकेजेस को रिमूव करता है. So this is one of its kind device which has never been done before. That's why we say that it is a category creator, and only a spiritual and a quantum scientist could have done it. That's why I say that I thank Marcus Schmicke almost every day, that he has created something which is a real wellness tool. Not only the people who are having some disease or who are sick can be benefited by this, but people who are absolutely healthy like me, I'm not on any medication by the grace of God till now. Like I don't take any drug for diabetes or blood pressure or anything. But you never know. Let's say after 6 months when I go and get my checkup done, if the sugar level is high, then I become diabetic. But that diabetes has not happened in 6 months. Maybe it has been happening since last 3-4 years. So there are certain cells somewhere in my pancreas or spleen or somewhere where something is happening, we don't know. But what Healy can do is it can diagnose, it can analyze the bioenergetic field and tell me that, okay, these cells are at a lower energy, so I can treat them with this so that you don't become sick. So it's a tool for being in the wellness state all the time. And for those who already have become sick, for them, of course, it heals. Unless it has reached a stage where there's no return. I mean, it's a terminal stage, then of course, nothing can work. But if there is a possibility, healing, I mean, we have so many testimonies that it works. It works in both ways. It, ये आपके subtle body, आपके सूक्ष्म शरीर को भी और आपके स्थूल शरीर को भी दोनों को healing देता है. और there have been experiments done, studies done on animals, and it is published in the scientific journals that what is the effect of microcurrents. And there are three main points to be noted here. First is that it increased amino acid transport by up to 40%. Amino acids are the building blocks for protein synthesis. And the second is that it increased protein synthesis by up to 70%. And what is protein synthesis? Protein synthesis is the process by which proteins are formed to build cells. Means it is creating physical life following the central blueprint stored as DNA in our cells. So, protein synthesis goes up by 70%. And the energy in our body, the ATP, the adenosine triphosphate increases by up to 500%. This ATP production in our mitochondria of the cell goes up to 500%. That's why when anyone who starts using, Healy starts feeling very energetic, and within days, within a week, you can feel the difference in your health. That's the best part. So इससे एक तो अमीनो एसिड ट्रांसपोर्ट 40% बढ़ जाता है, प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस 70% बढ़ जाता है, और एटीपी प्रोडक्शन जो एनर्जी है हमारे सेल्स में, जो हमारे माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में एटीपी की प्रोडक्शन होती है, वो 500% बढ़ जाती है. और this is based on the technology. I mean, there were two scientists, Professor Robert O. Becker and Professor John Nordstrom. Out of them, Professor John Nordstrom was chairman of the Nobel Prize Committee for Medicine. And they both together formed a model, which is called cell membrane potential model. Means that a healthy cell, the outside voltage and the inside voltage, outside is the positive voltage, inside is the negative voltage, and the voltage differential, the difference between the voltage outside and inside is called potential difference, which is, if it is -70 to -90, the cells are healthy. And the moment it goes on increasing and goes up to -30, -20, or -10, the cells start to die. And it's like cells are at a lower energy level. And that is when we get into the disease stage. So by using this microcurrents, the cells are brought. And what happens is when it is not between -70 and -90 millivolt, the diaphragm of the cell becomes hard, so that no nutrition from outside can go in, and the toxins inside the cell cannot come out. But once we start taking, these individualized microcurrent frequencies, the cell becomes healthy, and multiplication, division of cells also is healthy. So ये जो सेल मेम्ब्रेन पोटेंशियल मॉडल है, उसके बेसिस पे अगर हमारा सेल्स -70 से -90 मिलीवोल्ट तक हैं, जो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस, वोल्टेज पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस वो है, तो हमारा सेल्स हेल्दी है. अगर वो उससे ज्यादा हो जाता है, -20, -10, -25, -30 तक, तो हमारा जो सेल का डायफ्राम बाहर का जो पोर्शन है वो हार्ड हो जाता है, और हमारे जो भी न्यूट्रिशन है वो अंदर नहीं जा सकता, अंदर से जो टॉक्सिन्स हैं वो बाहर नहीं आ सकते. और वो जब होना शुरू होता है, अगर वो हमारे लीवर में हो रहा है तो हमारे लीवर में बीमारी शुरू होगी, अगर वो किडनी में हो रहा है तो किडनी में बीमारी शुरू होगी, और हार्ट में हो रहा है तो हार्ट में, स्प्लीन में, पैनक्रियाज में. सो हीली उसको एनालाइज करके जो भी सेल्स हमारे लोअर फ्रीक्वेंसी पे हैं उनको इंडिविजुअलाइज्ड माइक्रो करंट के द्वारा उनको हील करता है और वापस -70 to -90 मिलीवोल्ट पे लाता है. So, Healy, we have, till now, there have been about 50 million applications by Healy, and we are present in 54 countries now. And 2,500 professionals are using Healy right now all over the world. So, and we have a complete advisory board. If you Google these names, they are who and who of, holistic health. So this is a complete team that we have, which is advisory board for Healy. So ये अगर आप नाम जो देख रहे हैं, ये वर्ल्ड के टॉप होलिस्टिक हेल्थ के प्रैक्टिशनर्स हैं जो कि हीली की एडवाइजरी बोर्ड में हैं. और इसमें there are more than 200 programs in Healy. जैसे मैं अभी जो ये यूज कर रहा हूँ, this is professional edition. It has got 229 programs in it. And now recently they have added another 12 programs, which is called soul programs. So means about 41 programs now we have in this professional edition. So हमारे इस हीली में जो प्रोफेशनल एडिशन में यूज कर रहा हूँ 241 प्रोग्राम्स हैं जो कि फिजिकल, मेंटल, इमोशनल, इवन चक्रा बैलेंसिंग, इवन ऑरा रीडिंग, जो भी आप सोच सकते हैं उन सब के प्रोग्राम्स इसमें हैं और जिनको हम अपने घर में बैठ के हम लोग ले सकते हैं. And the best part is that Healy is approved as a medical device in European Union by CE. And Healy European Union में approved है as a medical device. और even USA में Healy को clear किया गया है as a FDA approved device class 2 for pain relief. Or we have a frequency experience group on the Facebook where we have about 78,000 plus people who are members of this group, and they use Healy every day and they share their experiences in this group. So what I suggest is that those of you who are seeing this for the first time, and you talk to the person who has invited you and take the link from them for this group, because you can go there and see how people are getting benefited after using Healy and what is the benefit for their health condition. So आपको जिन्होंने भी इनवाइट किया, आप उनसे जाके ये हीली फ्रीक्वेंसी एक्सपीरियंस ग्रुप का लिंक लीजिए और वहां जाके आप इसको जाके देखिए कि कैसे 78,000 से ज्यादा लोग रोज हीली यूज कर रहे हैं और इस ग्रुप के मेंबर्स हैं और वो शेयर करते हैं अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस कि उनको हीली लेने से क्या बेनिफिट हुआ, कैसे फायदा हो रहा है, क्या उनकी हेल्थ में चेंजेस हो रही हैं. वो जाके आप वहां देख सकते हैं. बट आज की प्रेजेंटेशन के लिए मैंने क्या किया है कि कुछ स्क्रीनशॉट्स मैंने लिए हैं, तो आप इस प्रेजेंटेशन खत्म होने के बाद जरूर उस ग्रुप में जाके देखिए. So what I have done is I have taken some screenshots for today's presentation and I'll just share them with you. See, this is a lady who, many ladies suffer from pains and cramps during menstruation period and they have low energy and they have to take medication. So this lady was one of them, and but after using Healy for a few days, now she doesn't need to take any medication, or she's full of energy. That's what she has shared in the frequency experience group. And next is this another lady about 68 years old, and just after using, she was suffering from depression after using Healy just for 2 months. Now she says that she doesn't have to take any medication for her depression. See, ये lady 68 साल की हैं, इनको डिप्रेशन था और हीली यूज करने के बाद 2 महीने के बाद ही इनको अब कोई दवा लेने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ रही है डिप्रेशन के लिए. ये इन्होंने शेयर किया है. फिर ये है क्रोनिक माइग्रेन का इशू था इनको और एंटी सीजर मेडिकेशन लेनी पड़ती थी इनको, जिसके बहुत ही भयंकर साइड इफेक्ट्स हैं. और कुछ ही दिन हीली यूज करने के बाद अभी ये इनको दवा लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. और ये है क्रोनिक स्ट्रेस फ्रैक्चर L5S1 to 7. So she tried everything from back pain management, injections, PRPs. Even she had to buy a special bed because she could not sleep even on a normal bed, and she couldn't even brush her teeth because she couldn't bend. And now she says she's on zero medication, has not seen her doctor since last 1 year, so she can sleep on a normal bed and runs around with her 4-year-old kid. So ये इनको हीली लेने के बाद अभी पिछले 1 साल से इन्होंने डॉक्टर के पास नहीं गई और अपने 4 साल के बच्चे के साथ भी आराम से खेल सकते हैं. See, this is a disruptive product because it is going to disrupt a lot of industries, because you see, skin and beauty care is a big industry. And Healy has got programs for beauty and skin. So we see many expensive lotions and potions for skin, and that is the industry which is Healy is going to disrupt for sure. सी ये जो लेडी है इनको प्रॉब्लम था एलर्जी का. She was suffering from folliculitis. Anytime there was a seasonal change or some food she used to take, she would get these rashes on her chest. And she has posted a photograph after using Healy just for 18 days. She has shown a photograph. It's all clean. So, she says that if 3 years ago you would have told me that frequency healing can, get me better or get me out of this problem of allergy, I would have laughed on your face because I didn't know anything about healing, about frequency. And but now she says she doesn't need any medication. And the beautiful thing about all this is the last 4 lines. She says, I'm 39, but my skin never looked this good, even in my 20s. That's a big statement. तो ये कहती हैं कि अभी ये 39, 40 साल की हैं और 39 साल, बट इनकी स्किन जो है वो 20 साल की एज में भी इतनी अच्छी नहीं थी जितना हीली यूज करने के बाद. इन्होंने तो एलर्जी के लिए लिया था, लेकिन इनकी स्किन पूरी की कायाकल्प हो गई. तो ये एक बहुत ही बड़ा टूल हो सकता है ब्यूटी और स्किन के लिए. इसके बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स हैं हमारे पास, स्किन के, हेयर के, एजिंग के, नेल्स के, स्किन इलास्टिसिटी के. Then we have a program like this gentleman was suffering from prostrate, could not sleep the whole night. Every 1 hour he had to go to the bathroom. But after using Healy for a few days, he can sleep the whole night. He doesn't have to wake up in the middle of the night. And that's amazing. Then we have got programs for learning. When you go to a frequency experience group, you must see this because these screenshots have been posted here, where she says that, the kid was not able to pass the exams even, wasn't good in studies. But after taking the learning programs, in learning programs, we have programs for memory, for concentration, for exams, stress. After taking these programs for a few days, the same kid now starts scoring 85% marks. Isn't that amazing? इसमें learning के programs हैं जो कि ये बच्चा एग्जाम में पास भी नहीं हो पाता था, वो ये मेमोरी के और कंसंट्रेशन के प्रोग्राम्स लेने के बाद वही बच्चा 85% मार्क्स स्कोर कर रहा है. ये ऐसे हंड्रेड्स ऑफ टेस्टिमनीज हैं फ्रीक्वेंसी एक्सपीरियंस ग्रुप में. जब आप जाएंगे तो वहां पे जरूर देखिए इसको. Then we have problem with the kids that, very difficult to take devices away from kids because they get attracted to devices, whether it is, iPads or phones or, any electronic gadget. So we have in Healy Professional Edition bioenergetic defense programs. So if you give them these bioenergetic defense programs, even the whole day they are using these devices, the radiations will not affect them. Isn't that amazing? And not only that, like if, there are programs for defense of any negative energy coming from outside. Like a lot of times we say that, we are getting some negative energy from somewhere, like because of jealousy or because something, or sometimes people say it's a black magic or something like that. So Healy has got a bioenergetic defense program. So when we analyze the bioenergetic field, it can detect if there is something like that, and it can give you frequency healing programs for that. Isn't that amazing? So कई बार हमको लगता है जैसे कोई बाहर से नेगेटिव एनर्जी हमारे शरीर में आ रही है, या किसी ने हम पे कोई जादू कर दिया या कुछ ऐसा कर दिया, तो उसको भी ये बायोएनर्जेटिक डिफेंस के प्रोग्राम में ये जब हम एनालाइज करते हैं डिटेक्ट कर सकता है. और उसके लिए फ्रीक्वेंसी के प्रोग्राम्स भी हैं जो कि हम उसको ठीक कर सकते हैं फ्रीक्वेंसी लेके. सो ये प्लानिटरी इफेक्ट, रेडिएशंस का इफेक्ट, जियोपैथी, तमाम तरीके के प्रोग्राम्स हैं इसमें जो कि हम इसको डिफेंस के लिए ले सकते हैं अपने. Then this is my favorite, digital nutrition mixtures. See, we all know that the food that we eat these days, we don't get all the nutrition. We don't get all the vitamins and minerals in our food. So we have to take supplements. And how much of it gets absorbed, we don't know, even less than 10%. What Healy has given is, again, this is a disruptive product because it's going to affect a lot of companies. Because we have some very expensive supplements. It's a huge market. But what Healy has come up with, it has got digital nutrition mixtures program. Through digital programs, through individualized microcurrent frequencies, we can give these vitamins and minerals directly to our cells. And there are about 72 programs in this professional edition. Like one you see here, this is one page, about 12 programs are there, like program for brain, for hair, for skin, for heart, for head, for gastrointestinal system, for muscles, nails, like that. And like for brain, there will be about 20 to 25 vitamins, minerals, and trace minerals frequencies in that. So like this, there are 6 pages, like 72 programs of digital nutrition mixture. So I say that, this is a device, just one device is good for the whole family. So if the whole family is just using digital nutrition mixtures, so that your deficiency of vitamins and minerals is removed for the whole family, even that will cover the cost of even much more, even 1 year, in 1 year period, because this is a one-time purchase for the whole life. You don't have to buy anything every month or every quarter or anything like that. It's once in a lifetime purchase, and one device can be used by the whole family. So ये जो programs हैं, ये ऐसे 72 programs हैं, तो एक जो device है वो पूरी family use कर सकती है हमारी, और मतलब किसी को भी न्यूट्रिशनल डेफिशिएंसी का प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. तो हम अगर ये घर में 4-5 लोग हैं, अगर वो यही सिर्फ प्रोग्राम यूज कर रहे हैं, तो उससे भी 1 साल के अंदर अंदर हमारी सारी कॉस्ट निकल जाती है इसकी. और ये फॉर लाइफ है हमारे पास प्रोग्राम, जिसमें हर महीने हमको कुछ देना नहीं पड़ता है. सो दिस इज समथिंग अमेजिंग, एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट इज दैट लॉट ऑफ पीपल गेट इनटू डिजीज स्टेज बिकॉज ऑफ डेफिशिएंसीज ओनली. देन वी हैव प्रोग्राम्स फॉर जॉब एंड स्लीप. Like a lot of people get sick because they don't get proper sleep. But here we have programs, if you take them, you can go to such deep sleep that you can't even imagine. Maybe you don't even know what is actual sleep. Then there are also programs for stress in the job, like people are getting fatigued or extreme stress and all that. There are all programs like that. So हमारे पास इसमें sleep, नींद के programs, जिनको नींद नहीं आती, हर रात गोली खानी पड़ती है, उसकी जरूरत नहीं है. ऐसी गहरी नींद इसके प्रोग्राम के बाद आती है कि आप एकदम फ्रेश. तो कई बीमारियां तो नींद नहीं पूरी होने से भी होती हैं हमें. और स्ट्रेस, जैसे हमारे जब कोई जॉब कर रहा है या बिजनेस का स्ट्रेस, या किसी भी चीज का स्ट्रेस, तो उसके लिए भी प्रोग्राम्स हैं इसमें. Then this is another screenshot I have taken for skin before and after. She has shared it in the frequency experience group that what 7 programs she has been using. Just see the difference. And there are programs for hair. और see the best part is कि इसमें अगर आपके घर में पेट्स हैं, जैसे आपने कुत्ता पाला हुआ है या बिल्ली पाली हुई है, जो भी पेट्स हैं आपके घर में, वो जब बीमार होते हैं तो घर में बच्चों को, तो अगर पेट खाना नहीं खा रहा है तो बच्चा भी खाना नहीं खा रहा, ऐसा भी कई बार होता है. तो क्या किया जाए उसके लिए? बेस्ट पार्ट ये है कि यही डिवाइस, आपको कोई अलग डिवाइस उसके लिए लेने की जरूरत नहीं. यही डिवाइस आपके पेट की भी बायोएनर्जेटिक फील्ड को एनालाइज करके आपको बता देगी कि उनको कौन से फ्रीक्वेंसी के प्रोग्राम्स देने हैं, जो कि हैं इसमें. और हमारे इसमें हंड्रेड्स ऑफ टेस्टिमनीज हैं, जिसमें कि 10 मिनट, 15 मिनट, 20 मिनट के बाद अगर कोई डॉग है या कैट है, जो भी आपका पेट है, वो एकदम जंप करना शुरू कर देगा. वी हैव गॉट प्रोग्राम्स फॉर एनिमल्स आल्सो in this professional edition. So you don't have to buy another device for this. The same Healy can analyze the bioenergetic field of a pet and then can suggest what programs are required for the pet. And within 15-20 minutes, the pet is so happy that you will be surprised. That, as I said earlier also, it's a disruptive product. It's going to disrupt a lot of businesses. So here is a short video. We asked people after they started using Healy that how's their experience? What do they like about Healy? हमने जब लोगों ने Healy यूज करना शुरू किया तो हमने उनसे पूछा कि Healy आपको कैसे लगी. तो ये करीब 1 मिनट की छोटी सी वीडियो मैं आपके साथ शेयर करता हूँ. Just have a look.
What do you think of Healy?
I totally love it. Like, it's amazing. I'm blown away. I can feel everything. I don't know. I just feel like it really came at a right and the opportune time. I could cry. Like, it's to that level. Like, I'm like, this is it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I'll send that too.
Yeah.
years, I haven't taken a permanent thought, which was my daily in 4 weeks. And I used to take like up to 10 a day, which was just...
About 15 or 20 minutes into the frequency, his whole demeanour just changed and the colour came back into his face. And he said to me, "So I'm great now, I feel good, Mum, I'm just going to go ride my bike for a bit." And he just took his Healy off, went outside and did a lap of the block on his bike, and completely feeling fantastic again.
My energy levels were great, my moods were balanced.
My mind feels like I've had, for lack of a better word, a brain flush.
And the other thing is I always notice when I run the skin program, the next morning my skin feels like it's 100% silk. It's just unbelievable.
I'm getting the results right now, and it's actually blowing my mind.
And I've just put on these little ear electrodes and Healy has a migraine program that you can run. And honestly, I've been running it for the past 10 minutes and the symptoms of my migraine have gone down about 80%. My sense of calm is back, my happiness is back, my mental clarity, my concentration, my sleep, my blissful sleep is back.
Number one, back pain. And I almost fell out of my chair when I saw that. I was like, oh my God, the level of intelligence that this device has is absolutely mind-blowing.
Absolutely. And, it's as I always say, that it is a category creator product. It's a new category of product. You can compare it with something like, Apple's iPhone. I think many of you would remember about a decade ago, about 10, 15 years back, when the first time we saw a phone which had no push buttons. It was a flat screen. It was Apple. Remember? And we were wondering, how can, there are no push buttons, how will we dial the numbers? And that was a disruptor. That was a new category creator in cell phones. And today, almost every phone anywhere in the world is a touchscreen. But Apple was the pioneer. And the people who invested their money in Apple at that time, they have made millions. So it was a new category product that time. Similarly, Healy, this is a new category product. There is no product like this anywhere in the world as on today. And it will take a while for the new companies to come up with something like this, because where do you get this data for 20 million people who have been using Healy for the last 16, 17 years? And they have got patented processes here. And so this is a new category creator product. And I can tell you that in the next 15 years, more than 70% of the people anywhere in the world would be carrying a device like this. Like about 25 years ago, nobody had a computer in their houses. And people were, going on strike, like bank employees and railway employees were saying, oh, our jobs are going to go. Computers have come. What are we going to do? Now, today we have not one, but if there are 5 people in a family, all 5 have got a laptop or a, gadget in their hands. Similarly, this is something more than 70% of the people in the world are going to have a device like this in the next 15 years. I can tell you that. So this is a time when, we not only that we can save ourselves and our whole family from our health challenges, but if we promote this product, and we can also help a lot of near and dear ones. So and also I'll tell you a secret in the end of the presentation, where there would be some people who would be making millions from Healy also. I'll tell you how. I'll share it with you. So you must be wondering what is the pricing. And in India, I'll share the pricing with you. In India, the highest edition for Healy is 3,29,119. This includes GST and everything. And the lowest edition is 41,352. And for India, they have developed another smaller device, which is costing 22,000 only, which has got only 4 programs. So the highest device, Healy Professional, has got 229 programs. And the lowest device, Healy Essential, has got 22,000, 4 programs and costing 22,000. So we can choose whichever depending upon what we want, we can buy. And the best part is that the basic device is the same, whether we buy a Healy Professional or we buy an Essential for 22,000, the device is the same. So Marcus Schmicke says that this is the tip of the iceberg. We all know iceberg in the sea. The iceberg, the tip is only 3% visible. 97% of the iceberg is underwater, which we cannot see. And that's how Titanic, we all have seen this movie, and they had an accident with the, iceberg, and it collapsed. So this is that 3% which is visible over water, because most of the work is being done by the artificial intelligence and the data through cloud connecting with the apps. That's 97%. So, these top three devices, Healy Professional, Resonance Plus, and Resonance, can do analysis, as well as we can take, it can suggest that what programs we need right now, and we can take the programs with individualized microcurrents or through vibrations, which goes into our subtle body. And the lower three devices, they cannot analyze. That program is not there, and only through microcurrents we can use those programs. And there is an app where we can search for, if suppose we are into some disease state, somebody has a diabetes, we can search, okay, what programs are required for diabetes, we can suggest, and then we run those programs like that. So that's the difference between and the best part is that this month, the company has got certain promotions for the top three editions. Company is giving a discount of 40%. Means that the Healy Professional Edition, instead of getting it for 3,29,119, you can get it for 1,97,000. Isn't that amazing? Because company wants to promote this product right now. I see India is the biggest market. 140 crore people. So in the next 15 years, they want to capture 70 to 80% of that market. So that's why initially they are giving some discounts so that more people, when they start feeling better, then through word of mouth, it will spread. And the best part, is what? This comes with a 30 days money back guarantee in India. If you buy this device, and even on 30th day, you can tell the company that I want to return it, you get 100% money back. But the best part is that with our experience, what we have seen is that once people start using it, in 30 days, within 10 to 15 days, they feel the difference in their health. And by the time it is 30th day, they go and buy another device, or they recommend it for their families and friends and all that. And that's what is happening. So there's no risk here. You're getting 100% money back, and one device can be used by the whole family. And that's how it works. So ये जो प्राइसिंग है, ये 3,29,000 की जो है, ये प्रोफेशनल एडिशन है, और सबसे कम वाला जो है 22,000 का है, जिसमें 4 प्रोग्राम्स हैं. प्रोफेशनल में 229 प्रोग्राम्स हैं, और ये जो टॉप की 3 एडिशंस हैं, इसमें हम बॉडी को एनालिसिस भी कर सकते हैं, और वो हमको बताएगा कि अभी आपको कौन सा प्रोग्राम चाहिए, और वो प्रोग्राम हम रन कर सकते हैं. फिर उसके बाद वो हम वाइब्रेशन से हमारे सूक्ष्म शरीर को भी ब्लॉकेज ठीक कर सकते हैं, और करंट से हमारे सेल्स को भी हीलिंग दे सकते हैं. टॉप 3 एडिशन में जो नीचे वाली 3 एडिशन है, उसमें हम हमारी एक ऐप आती है हील एडवाइजर ऐप, उसमें हम ढूंढ सकते हैं, मान लिया हमें कुछ अभी हेल्थ का चैलेंज है, किसी को ब्लड प्रेशर है या डायबिटीज है या कुछ कहीं पे दर्द है, कुछ है, तो हम ढूंढ सकते हैं कि उसके लिए क्या प्रोग्राम चाहिए. वो प्रोग्राम हम करंट के थ्रू लगा सकते हैं. सो एनालिसिस नहीं है उसमें, और वाइब्रेशन की हीलिंग नहीं है. सिर्फ फिजिकल बॉडी को करंट से हम दे सकते हैं. जो हमारी सूक्ष्म शरीर है, उसकी हीलिंग के लिए उसमें प्रोग्राम्स नहीं. बट हम कोई भी एडिशन लें, उसको बाद में हम अपग्रेड भी कर सकते हैं. तो जो एक्स्ट्रा पैसे हमको बाद में देने पड़ेंगे उसको अपग्रेड करने के लिए. बट अभी ये जो टॉप के 3 एडिशन हैं, इसमें 40% का डिस्काउंट है. मीन्स 3,29,000 वाली जो प्रोफेशनल एडिशन है, वो 1,97,000 में मिलेगी आपको. और जो रेजोनेंस प्लस है 2,06,000 वाली, ये आपको मिलेगी 1,23,000 में. और जो रेजोनेंस है 1,23,000 वाली, ये आपको मिलेगी 74,000 में. और ये सब डिवाइसेस पे 30 दिन का मनी बैक गारंटी कंपनी देती है, कि अगर आप 30वें दिन भी कंपनी को लिखते हैं कि मुझे ये डिवाइस वापस करनी है, तो आपसे ये नहीं पूछेंगे कि आपने कैसे यूज किया, ठीक से यूज नहीं किया होगा आपने. नो, आपने बोल दिया और आपके पैसे आपके अकाउंट में, जैसे भी आपने पेमेंट किया, वेदर नेट बैंकिंग से किया या डेबिट कार्ड से किया या क्रेडिट कार्ड से किया या यूपीआई से किया, सब ऑप्शंस हैं वहाँ, उसी अकाउंट में वापस आ जाएंगे पैसे. आपको सिर्फ कुरियर से ये डिवाइस वापस भेजनी है कंपनी के बेंगलोर ऑफिस में, वो कुरियर का खर्चा आपको देना पड़ेगा, बाकी सब जीएसटी वगैरह सब वापस आ जाए। लेकिन हमने ये देखा है कि 10-15 दिन में लोगों को अपनी हेल्थ में चेंज आने शुरू हो जाते हैं, और जब तक 20-25-30 दिन होते हैं, वो एक डिवाइस अगर उन्होंने लिया तो एक और ले लेते हैं, या अपने किसी दोस्त को या रिश्तेदार को रिकमेंड करके और डिवाइस भी दिलवाते हैं। ये हमारा एक्सपीरियंस रहा है अभी तक। सो इसमें हम लोग ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन प्रेजेंटेशंस देते हैं सारे। इसमें ये लास्ट स्लाइड है, मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ कि जब शुरुआत की इस कंपनी ने 2019 में, 2006 से टाइम वेवर की डिवाइस बिक रही है, अभी तक बिक रही है पूरे वर्ल्ड में, लेकिन वो डायरेक्ट सेलिंग से नहीं था। 2019 में जब इन्होंने ये आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और सब डाटा को कनेक्ट करके ये हीली डिवाइस लॉन्च किया, तब इन्होंने डायरेक्ट सेलिंग से लॉन्च किया इसको जर्मनी में। और पहले साल इनकी टर्नओवर थी $8 मिलियन, जो बहुत अच्छी मानी जाती है किसी भी स्टार्टअप कंपनी के लिए। और 2020 हम लोग सब जानते हैं कि कोरोना का साल था, कोई घर से बाहर नहीं निकल रहा था, लोगों की नौकरियां चली गई, बिजनेसेस लोगों के ठप हो गए, सबकी हालत खराब थी। तो 2020 में, अब इनका शुरू करते ही 2020 आ गया, 2020 में इनकी टर्नओवर कितनी हुई? 105 मिलियन। कैन यू इमेजिन? आप सोच सकते हैं कि कोई बिजनेस जो नया शुरू हुआ 2019 में, वो एक साल में 13 गुना बढ़ गया। ये डायरेक्ट सेलिंग की इंडस्ट्री में एक इतिहास, एक रिकॉर्ड था, और अभी तक ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ था। You know, first year the turnover was $8 million when they launched from Germany, and 2020, even if it was a COVID year, the turnover went from 8 million to 105 million, 13x, and this is a record in the direct selling industry. And that is the time when they realize that they have to do something, because their business reached in 45 countries, because it's very easy to ship this device using a courier service. So they were already present in 45 countries because people knew time waiver, and they were more concerned about their health. So they were buying left, right, and center, and the price from 50 lakh had come down to just 3 lakhs. So it was a real big bargain for all the people who knew about this device. So in 2021, when they saw the business expanding so very much, they hired a new CEO, and this new CEO, his name is Christian Donner. And he is the veteran of direct selling industry. He was the head of European market for a company by the name Tupperware. You know Tupperware? Yeah, he was head of European market for that. And his name is Christian Donner. Now he is the CEO of Healy. Then they made another hiring. His name is Luciano Garcia. He was president of Tupperware business in Japan. And then he was also president of Tupperware business in the Latin American markets. And now he is the chief commercial officer for Healy. Then they hired another gentleman by the name Johan. He is from Sweden. Now, Mr. Johan, before joining Healy, was Asia Pacific head for a company by the name Oriflame. Many of you would know this name. These are all multi-billion-dollar companies. So they have a top-notch professional team working with them. And I met, this gentleman, all three of them, in Singapore, in Raffles Hotel. We have a Raffles Hotel here, one of the oldest hotel and the most iconic hotel. They were staying here in end of May last year. So to my left in this black T-shirt is Christian Donner. And to my right in the white shirt is Johan, who's the Asia Pacific head. And to his right, the bearded gentleman is Luciano Garcia. He is the chief commercial officer of Healy. So Christian Donner told me that he says we have left our multi-billion-dollar businesses. You know why? Because we know that Healy is going to be a unicorn. Means within first 6 years of its formation, it has to be $1 billion valuation. And they're absolutely right. Because for 6 months in 2021, they did not ship anything. They said, okay, we have to get all the markets, 45 countries, we have to have our offices, legalities are to be set right, and everything they did. And the balance 6 months in 2021, when they started shipping their product, the turnover was 140 million. And just 2 months back, they have launched South Korea, which is the third largest market for direct selling in the world. And we have the office, we have our office here, we have the country head, we have everything. And now the company has already set up an office in Japan. And the pre-launch product is already going in Japan. So the official launch is going to happen maybe next month. So we are present in 54 countries now. So ये इन्होंने जो प्रोफेशनल्स हायर किए ये आपको बताएगा, बिकॉज ये इतने बड़े बड़े जो टपोवेयर के यूरोप के हेड और जापान के हेड और ओरिफ्लेम के एशिया पैसिफिक के हेड, ये फ्री में तो आएंगे नहीं, इनको सैलरी बहुत बढ़िया देनी पड़ेगी और ऐसी किसी कंपनी में भी नहीं आएंगे जिसमें इनको लगेगा कि हमारा फ्यूचर जो है वो कुछ नहीं है, राइट? सो एक बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग कॉर्पोरेट के साथ ये कंपनी आई है। भारत में इन्होंने क्या किया, सी इन इंडिया the India business head is Mr. Sachin Gupta, who was regional head for a company by the name Amway, working in Amway Corporate for the last 12 years. And they had another gentleman, Mr. Ram Mishra, who was regional head for training in Amway for the last 13 years. And now he is academy and, training and business development head for India. And we have a complete, the company's office in Bangalore is in Bangalore for India. And we have a complete team of customer support and everything. So it's all like when you order a product, you get the product in within 2-3 days by Blue Dart. And for 2 years, there's a complete warranty on the product. Anything happens, you get it repaired or you get it replaced within 2 years. And that's how it works. We have got a complete professional team. And Asia Pacific is a huge market. See, आप में से मैंने आपको बोला था कि लास्ट में मैं आपको एक सरप्राइज बताऊंगा। तो वो सरप्राइज ये है कि आप इसको 2 तरीके से ले सकते हैं। एक तो ये कि आप ये प्रोडक्ट लेके अपनी फैमिली के लिए, अपने फैमिली सर्कल को ये प्रोडक्ट बता सकते हैं और अपनी हेल्थ को इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं। इम्प्रूव मतलब आपको अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो आपको प्रॉब्लम बहुत देर तक ना हो, हेल्दी ही रहें, उसके लिए ये प्रोडक्ट है। और अगर आपको प्रॉब्लम है कोई, तो उसको ठीक करने के लिए भी ये प्रोडक्ट है। सो एक तो तरीका ये है कि आप आप अपनी सक्सेस को 10 गुना बढ़ा सकते हैं, बिकॉज अगर आप बीमार नहीं है, आप ठीक हैं, तो सबसे बड़ी भगवान की देन तो यही है। और दूसरा ये है कि आप में से जो लोग एम्बिशियस हैं, जो लोग चाहते हैं कि कुछ वो बिजनेस भी करना चाहते हैं, तो आप हमसे कॉन्टेक्ट कीजिए। हाँ, इसमें एक ऐसा मॉडल भी है, बिकॉज हमें, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया कि अगले 15 साल में हमें 70% जो वर्ल्ड की मार्केट है उसको कवर करना है। वो ये प्रोडक्ट लेके बैठे होंगे अपनी पॉकेट में, तो वो उन तक पहुंचना कैसे है, ये वर्ड ऑफ माउथ से होगा। और वो अगर आप उसको एज ए अपने बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी लेना चाहते हैं, तो एक बहुत बड़ी बिजनेस अपॉर्चुनिटी है। क्योंकि इसमें मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ हुआ क्या। ये है कास्टन लांगे, ये ऑस्ट्रिया के रहने वाले हैं और इन्होंने 2019 में ये कंपनी ज्वाइन की थी। जब इन्होंने प्रोडक्ट देखा, इनका दिमाग हिल गया और मतलब ये हैरान हो गए कि ऐसा भी कोई प्रोडक्ट हो सकता है। सेम चीज मेरे साथ भी हुई और इन्होंने अपने सब लोगों को बताना शुरू किया। और पिछले 3 साल में, 2019 से लेके अभी तक, इन्होंने करीब $10 मिलियन मीन्स करीब 80-90 करोड़ रुपए की अर्निंग्स कर ली है इन्होंने। और अभी इनकी जो रेगुलर मंथली अर्निंग है वो 4,90,000 यूरो है, मीन्स 4.5 करोड़ रुपए महीने का अभी इनकी मंथली अर्निंग है। और जबकि ये 2019, 20, 21 जो कोरोना के साल थे, लोगों के बिजनेसेस ठप हो गए और ये 100 करोड़ कमा के बैठे। जस्ट इमेजिन। और ये इंडिया की जो मार्केट है, सी दिस जेंटलमैन इज अ टॉप अर्नर इन द कंपनी राइट नाउ। ही इज मेकिंग 290,000 euros a month, means about 4.5 crores a month. So I'm not saying that you will make this money without doing anything. He must have worked very hard. But during 3.5 years when people were suffering from corona, businesses were down, people had lost their jobs, businesses were gone, he has made about $10 million, means about 80-90 crore rupees. So there is an opportunity, and believe you me, I know that Asia Pacific is a bigger market than Europe. And even if we look at just India, there would be people in the next 3 to 4 years who would have made maybe bigger money than this. You never know. So if you are looking at a business opportunity, get in touch with the person who has invited you. We'll put you on a fast track. You don't need to invest millions of dollars. Company has already invested $50 million in the 1 year, and this year they're going to invest another $50 million. That's what we had an event in Bali last month, and there a lot of new things are coming up. Like one of the products the company has launched is this. It's called Mag Healy. I'll tell you more about it in the times to come. So अभी कंपनी और भी प्रोडक्ट लेके आ रही है. So एक बहुत बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी आपके लिए वेट कर रही है. So in the end, I would say that, let's get together and do some meaningful work. And what better meaningful work than promoting a product which can improve people's health? I'm sure you will agree with me that there cannot be any meaningful work more meaningful than this. So with that, I end my presentation. So मैं end में आपसे कहूँगा कि आप आइए हम लोग सब मिलके कोई ऐसा काम करें जिससे हम अपने नियर एंड डियर वंस के, अपने जानने वालों के हेल्थ को इम्प्रूव करें. और ये पूरी दुनिया में 54 कंट्रीज में अभी लीगली प्रेजेंट है ये कंपनी. और आप जहां भी हैं वहां बैठे बैठे 54 कंट्रीज में इस बिजनेस को कर सकते हैं. और हमारी पूरी टीम्स हैं सब जगह पे. जैसे आज ही हमारी प्रेजेंटेशन थी अभी साउथ कोरिया में, और सुबह ताइवान में प्रेजेंटेशन थी. फिर अभी थोड़ी देर के बाद हमारी कनाडा में और यूएसए में प्रेजेंटेशन होने वाली है. सो हमारी एक ग्लोबल टीम है. आप हमारे साथ जुड़िए, और जिन्होंने भी आपको इनवाइट किया है उनके साथ आप बैठिए, बात कीजिए, फ्रीक्वेंसी एक्सपीरियंस ग्रुप देखिए, प्रोडक्ट को एक फील कीजिए उनके साथ बैठ के, और हम आपको एक ग्लोबल टीम के साथ कनेक्ट करवा देंगे. आपका बिजनेस यहाँ से यहाँ लेके जा सकते हैं. सो विद दैट आई एंड माय प्रेजेंटेशन. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम. अगर आपके कोई ऐसे हैं क्वेश्चंस हैं, सवाल हैं, तो आप अपने आप को अनम्यूट करके पूछ सकते हैं. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. You're most welcome to ask.
हेलो सर.
Yes.
क्या मेरे को एक क्वेश्चन पूछना है. जैसे 2 साल तक के तो आप वारंटी देते हो, उसके बाद में आफ्टर सेल सर्विस आफ्टर 2 years कंपनी का क्या प्रोग्राम है?
कंपनी का अभी सर्विस सेंटर्स हैं बेंगलोर में, अभी बॉम्बे में सर्विस सेंटर इस महीने खुल गया, और अभी अहमदाबाद में खुलने वाला है. सो धीरे धीरे पूरे इंडिया में इनके सर्विस सेंटर्स होंगे. और 2 साल के बाद भी अगर आपको कोई भी इशू होता है वो कंपनी आपको ठीक करके देगी, बट उसके लिए आपको पे करना पड़ेगा. 2 साल फ्री में.
ओके. मतलब ये लाइव, इसका लाइव तो मतलब 50-60 साल का है ना डिवाइस का लाइव तो?
आपको मैं बताता हूँ कि ये डिवाइस जो है ये टिप ऑफ द आइसबर्ग है. जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया, जैसे आपने फॉर एग्जांपल प्रोफेशनल एडिशन लिया जो कि 3,29,000 का है, अभी वो 1,97,000 में मिलता है आपको. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 2 साल के बाद ये डिवाइस आपका टूट गया, गुम गया, कहीं चला ही गया, तो ये डिवाइस आपको नया 25,000 में मिल जाएगा.
अच्छा.
ये डिवाइस का कीमत जो है वो 3,29,000 नहीं है. ये जो वो आपको मैंने बोला ये टिप ऑफ द आइसबर्ग है. जो मेन चीज है वो जो पीछे आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग के द्वारा जो ये डाटा के साथ कनेक्टेड है, सो वो फॉर लाइफ है आपके पास, उसको कोई ले नहीं सकता आपसे. सो एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? थैंक यू.
और घर में?
हाँ, हेलो, बोलिए.
May I continue? Or
Yes.
if the person wants to speak, he can complete.
तो खाली यही पूछना था कि भाई ये इसका 24 आवर्स ये कितना चलता है ये डिवाइस? It work for 24 hours a day or 8 hours or 16
No, you can use it 24 hours a day. There's no problem. All you have to do is you have to keep on charging it. So once you charge it, it lasts for about 3-4 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, good evening. My name is Shailaja and I'm from Bangalore.
Okay.
I was introduced to Healy by a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And she said distant healing can be done. Is that true?
Yeah, of course, yes. See, you know that, as I said, that there are 2 ways we can heal. One is by using these microcurrents.
Mm-hmm.
And the second is that when we analyze our bioenergetic field, then there is an option there where we can heal our body through vibrations.
Are they walking?
Okay.
So as I told you that every human being in this world has a unique bioenergetic field. So when we record that vibration, so that unique bioenergetic field, where the vibration goes directly to that field. It's based on quantum entanglement. See, if you Google that who has got Nobel Prize for physics in 2022,
Mm-hmm.
Google Nobel Prize for Physics in 2022. There are 3 scientists who got Nobel Prize for Physics in 2022 in October, just about 4-5 months back. And the subject on which they got Nobel Prize was quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement means that if there are 2 particles together, and if you take one particle away thousands of kilometers, whatever you do to this particle, same effect will be there on the other particle also. So in quantum science, the distance does not matter. So that's why, once you have got the bioenergetic field vibrations of a person and you record it, you can send the vibrations even if the person is not in Bangalore. Let's say the person is in America. You can even send the vibrations, healing vibrations from here to the US, and it will go to that person only, not to the person sitting next to him or next to her.
So how does the machine recognize if the person is in a distance or something?
See,
do we need a picture or do we feed some information into the
see, when you in the app, you have to record the vibration of the individual first.
So the person needs to be present for the first time.
Yes, that is the best. But if the person is not present, then you have to put in certain data. You have to put a photograph of the person. Then you have to put the date of birth, place of birth, and the name and all that. And through that also you can do. But the best results you will get when you record the vibrations. Yes.
Okay. So, my next question would be, I'm sorry, this question might be a little rude, but in all the examples, what you showed, it was outside of India. I did not see any example or a person using from within India.
Who has introduced you the Healy in Bangalore?
A friend. I don't want to take her name.
Okay. So what I would suggest is that you meet Leena there. There is also one gentleman by the name Vikas. So you meet them and they will introduce you to many people who are already using Healy. They have got tremendous testimonies in Bangalore. You will be happy to meet them.
Sure. I'll talk to my friend and I'll get the numbers of Bangalore.
Sure.
And then I'll talk to them.
Absolutely. Most welcome.
Thank you.
So कोई और क्वेश्चन अगर किसी का है तो you are most welcome. और अगर नहीं है तो what I would suggest is कि आप वो जिन्होंने भी invite किया है आप उनके साथ संपर्क कीजिए. You get in touch with the person who has invited you, and if you have some queries even later on, you can even discuss with them. You go and see the device, experience the device, and you can get in touch with me also later on, and we can take you further if you have any of your queries or anything. So with that, I think I will end my today's presentation, and thank you very much for signing in and getting connected, and good night, and thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you.